So it's the night before the surgery, and I already made a video, and I forgot to document where I'm at as far as my wrist pain, and I want to do that especially for myself, so I can really remember exactly where I'm at, and months from now, when I look back at the video, I know how far I will have come, hopefully successfully. So this will be a quick one. So where I'm at currently is static, just sitting here. Most of the time I have no pain. If I've been using my wrist for a good portion of the day, it will be pretty achy by the end of the day, pretty painful, occasionally painful enough to where it might want to keep me up at night, but not usually, just because I've been wearing the splint most of the time, the last better part of 2 months really. To keep the pain at bay, I've been wearing the splint a lot. You can only take so much ibuprofen. So anyways, now as far as the pain, as far as doing things with it, again, grasping, squeezing things very tightly, pain on this side, the ulna side, twisting and applying pressure, again, mainly on the ulna side, especially if it's turned towards the ulna side. I don't know if you heard that pop right now, but it just made a pretty loud pop. Very common lately. It's very annoying. If I don't wear the splint, it pops all day long, non-stop. It actually even pops in the splint a lot. But the grinding gets very annoying too. I don't know if you could hear it on this. I can try. And that's a little bit painful. I don't think you could probably hear the grinding on this laptop's microphone, maybe, but I showed it to a few people, and they kind of get a little bit sickened to the stomach almost when they hear the grinding. Grinding is not that painful itself. It can be a little bit, but for the most part, again, let me get it in view here. It's the majority of the pain is anything that's to this side, the ulna side. So like right now, if I just pull this to the side, that goes from a 0 here to about a 2, 3, and then if I really pull it tight, it's about a 5, 4 or 5. There's another pop right there, and some grinding that I can hear, which doesn't sound painful enough to some people that have surgery, but you got to keep in mind this is just me moving my hand. I'm not actually doing anything with it. If somebody, let's say like my doctor for example, which he did, grabbed it and bent it this way manually, it would go up to, depending if you hit the right spot, it goes up to about a 7. Other than that, again, a lot of popping, a lot of grinding. Sometimes when I just kind of squeeze it, it pops. The other day I was doing a battery on a vehicle. Batteries are pretty heavy. Lifting it is not very painful, but I was using a wrench to put it to tighten the cables on it, and normally I do that left-handed, and my left hand was kind of sore that day, so I used my right, and as I went to sort of tighten the wrench with it, it was very painful and sort of buckled a little bit. It was very disconcerting, but that's been going on for a long time. So again, I would rate my pain level usually most of the time at about a 0, just sitting here static. But depending by the end of the day, if it's been used, about a 1 or a 2, maybe a 3 if it keeps me up before bedtime. But up to a 7, depending on how it's bent or manipulated in twisting like this. Again, so I just wanted to record that so I remembered. I probably shouldn't forget, but you never know. I'm a pretty forgetful person lately. So in the future, months down the line, I'll know exactly where I came from, and hopefully none of that will be occurring anymore. All right, thank you.